Wax.
What you talking about now? What you talking about now? What you talking about now?
Wax. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Whatever She Says with me, your host, Carla.
It's your boy Wax. What up?
What's going on? So we're back for another week. Thank you for joining us.
Hey,
we're still in this world.
I thought you was going to say still quarantined.
We're not quarantined.
I know, it was just something you usually say a lot before, but now not.
We said that a lot. It was like, okay, it's like week 5, week 25, week 100.
Still quarantined.
It was still quarantine. Before we get this show started, please remember that we have our Who's Wax memberships for the gummies. I just took a half with my friend Gina, who's here. So the episode should be good. I'm going to drink my water because I'm feeling a little parched at the moment. But I should smoke with you, but not yet. Because if not, we won't get through the show.
No way.
We definitely won't. Also, shout out to all of you guys that have left Apple Podcast ratings and reviews. Yes. I have a really dope one that came in.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
If I could, I'm not prepared. I think it's
let us hear it.
Let us hear it. Let's see. By the way, congrats on your live show.
Yo, hey, congratulations
to you and L'Oreal. They did a really good job here in New York City. If you didn't make it and you didn't live stream, too bad for you.
Yeah. I think they're gonna put it up though. So
but it's not the same listening to something after it's been recorded.
Of course not. But we definitely got more coming. I guess we sold out, and I think everybody enjoyed it. I mean, I like everything that got to do with team.
Do you mind using the? Okay.
Yeah, I got everything. I love everything that got to do with team. You know what I'm saying? I'm like really a team player, and I was watching my old football tapes the other day, and I was like, wow, I was really a team guy. Like I like being a captain. I like putting people in place.
Y'all hear that? He wants to be the coach. He's talking about, I want to be a team player. No, he wants a team and he wants to coach it. He is not a team player. He want to coach it.
It's up to you to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
going by what you just said right now.
Only people that experience it ever say that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going by what you just said right now. You said, I want to be a team player.
Experiencing that, that's like saying, I'm the most light-skinned guy in the world. I'm light-skinned. If you know that's not true, you wouldn't say that. So if you didn't think I was a team
just
player,
described what you said.
All right. Well, like everybody was saying, like I was saying earlier, I'm really a team player, and I like that. And the team came out. Everybody played their part. Nobody tried to overdo somebody else's part. Everybody literally did their part, and it was able to happen. So I appreciate my
If you weren't there live, you missed one person who forgot his assignment. Mm-hmm. Everybody played their part except one. And it was...
No, he played it, but he overplayed it.
No. I think what happened was he said, what, you drugged him? Mm-hmm. He said he was drugged. The MC, I guess, or the host for the show.
I guess he...
Talk about Who's Wax.
Yeah, them Who's Wax gummies, like, after he ate a piece of one, he was like, this shit tastes good as hell. So he took the other piece. And by the time I came back,
he took the whole pack.
That pack and the other pack, he was already on the second pack and like just eating, just talking and eating. And like, and I'm like, bruh, how many is those? He said, I ate the second pack. I said, it is CBD gummies, it's CBD hemp.
That doesn't mean that it doesn't get you fucked up. You still have a recommended dose, and that recommended dose is between between a quarter and a half of a gummy. That's it, and it takes a minute to hit. So within that, 45 minutes, this man was done. We were like, we got to take the mic.
He didn't even take an hour. Like, you usually take like an hour, 45 minutes to hit where you take a piece
not
of
that long.
You don't even take that long?
An hour. 45 minutes to an hour.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, they said an hour 45. I'm sorry.
Yes. So it usually take about that long to hit. But this time, it was a cool 20, 25
Well, it was
minutes.
4. That's like saying, you take a little bit of Coke and you might feel a little high. You take 3 lines, it's over for you.
Right now, I feel it.
I mean, not that I would know, but it seems like that in the movies. Anyways, going back to our Apple Podcast review, I want to shout out JP Cool. He left a really dope review, and it says, so I'm guessing you're from up here somewhere. Who knows anything is probably the truest statement I've ever heard. I have listened to Wax on Brilliant Idiots and Bully and the Beast, but never from this perspective. No matter what anybody says, Wax is a hood scholar with a PhD and I don't know nothing.
Early.
Carla's the perfect balance to that, and your conversations come off authentic and raw, which makes for a great listening. Carla reminds me of my wife, super spicy but full of love. Many blessings to your union and family. Keep doing y'all thing, and I'm going to keep listening. Much love from Charlotte, North Carolina.
You.
Hey, thank you so much, JP Cool. Shout out to you and your wife. If she is spicy and full of love, I like her. She's cool. So let's go ahead and get started with our first segment, which is Pet Peeve of the Week.
Yes. Did you do yours last week?
I can't remember.
You probably took it.
Well, you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
I had one, but okay.
I got this one. This one right here is for the fellas.
First of all, do not talk about personal information.
This right here for the fellas. I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna edit it out.
Listen, man, fellas. Just make sure that your girl, when you're going to sleep, just make sure both of her legs is down. Make sure she's like not bending her legs and she's just like this, laying back. Her knees just bent at all. Because you have the tendency to, was in a certain position, you have noises. Like she fart. If she fart in her sleep, it's like, you just turn it over and just make sure you kick all the air out of the cover. So you just hit the covers and try to cut it.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. What is the pet peeve?
Last night, I could not cut the air between this because your knees was up. So you was having you had drums and trumpet last night. Farting. And
Listen,
I get pissed off every time. But it all depends on what you're supposed to eat at night. Woman, at night, do not eat nothing dairy. Do not eat M&Ms. Don't eat ice cream and fucking brownies.
I didn't eat ice cream and brownies last night.
Thank God.
Okay. First of all, this is very personal. And it's too fresh. We could have talked about it next week, not today.
I'm sorry, baby.
I don't remember farting. I think it was him, if I'm being completely honest. Because I wake up when I'm farting. He said something, and why didn't you wake me up if it was that much?
I tried to wake you up, and you.
Did they smell?
God. Yes, I did want to kick you out the bed.
And what? You're such a liar. I don't believe you.
Can you please give me my tea because I'm thinking about the farts.
I didn't fart. Ladies, it's okay if you're sleeping. Just to let you know, he went to work and came back home. So it's okay if you fart. They talk all this shit, but he's here. He's still recording. He kissed me 3 times this morning. Yeah. He always usually kisses me like 1 time. He kissed me 3 times. So I think the farts did something. You can bring it to him.
Yeah,
that's fine. So I don't know. I don't know where to go with that one because baby, it's hot.
Can you see these hands?
Oh, Jesus. All righty. Well, we're going to go. You know what? This week, we're going to go ahead and skip from the therapist couch because you still haven't met with her, have you?
I did.
When?
The other day. She told me she'd call me back and never did.
Did you guys spoke?
For like half a minute. I'm going to have to call you back. And I'm like, all right.
No way.
Yeah. Like, what is going on?
Okay. This is not good because now every week we're coming on here like, you still haven't had your sessions. Yeah. Okay. We got to figure this out ASAP.
ASAP.
But if you want to get to your therapist, clearly I don't know. She's talking to me.
I know she's talking to you. What are you telling her?
I'm not telling her anything. I'm telling her to talk to you.
You must be telling her something bad about me that she don't want to talk to.
No. Okay. Well, if you're trying to get to your therapist on time, make sure you go to BetterHelp. BetterHelp will help you assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. I promise you. Mine ends. I think it's something going on with Wax. Yeah. You can start communicating with them in under 24 hours. It must be. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. It's much more affordable than traditional offline. I just got a review from someone that's been using it, and they were paying less than $150 a month for weekly sessions. So that is dramatically like 25% of what it usually costs to see someone outside. Because payment for usually it's like between $150 to $300 per session with out of network people. So try that. You need to visit betterhelp.com/WSS. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/WSS. You get 10% off your first month. And again, if you need financial aid of any type because of the conditions of the world at the moment, everything just seems so fucked up. Yeah. You can get financial aid for that.
Is it possible that they could easily go use EBT?
For therapy?
Yeah. Let's try to
I'm
talk
sure
to your therapist, and
I'm pretty sure your therapist doesn't want to go to jail.
they ain't going to jail.
That's a federal offense to take food stamps for something that's not food.
All right, so I give you cash for the food stamps, and then, you know what I'm talking about, we can figure, is that illegal too?
It's very illegal.
I didn't know that.
Like, they go to prison for it.
So all these aunties in the hood and stuff like that been going to jail?
Yes, my sister just told me she just got a client for food stamp fraud.
What?
Yeah. So don't do that. Just find $100 and some.
It's my food stamps. It's mine. I can't do what I want to do with them.
It's not. It is yours, but the government is helping you buy food with it, not helping you sell it.
It's mine, though.
No. Is that you? What's going on? All right. Well, anyways, we're going to go straight into some of the topics for today because there's a lot going on in this world right now.
Yes, it is. What we got?
Okay. So we're going to start with, what shall we start with? Right here. So this is a perfect segue from 2 weeks ago when we talked about co-parenting, right?
Yes.
And you were saying, oh, you know, it shouldn't be that easy, but it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're have no money, whether you're rich, whether you're famous. If you're not famous, you got 9 to 5. Everyone has co-parenting issues. And have you seen what the hell going on out here with Kanye and Kim?
Yeah.
It feels like a show. Back to keeping up with the Kardashians. Daily, there's something new.
That's all they doing.
You think so?
That's it.
You don't think it's real?
Yeah, I mean, at some point it's real because the kids is involved.
Right. I don't think they would make it fake with the kids involved.
Talk to your cousins. You probably get a better soap opera with your cousins and your uncles and them when they have their bad baby mamas and all that type of shit. It's just as Kim and Kanye. Kanye have a point. Kim has a point. The kids, it's all about the kids though. And everybody think about that because it's not just them. Like you just now said, rich, poor, happy, sad, ugly as a motherfucker with stink pussy. If you got a baby and you have parenting issues, it could really get ugly.
So here's the thing. So it all first started because, and this is something I do want to talk about, because their daughter has social media, right?
Yes.
And she's creating TikToks nowadays. I think the daughter must be maybe between 8 and 10. That little girl is now at this point.
8 years old. Yeah.
8 years old. So how do you now, you're no longer together, you're co-parenting with someone and your child has social media and one parent doesn't want it, but the other parent is okay with it. So where does that compromise come into play?
It all depends on safety. Mm-hmm. And man's job, regardless he's there or not, his job is still to protect and provide his family, and if he feel like that is too much because he knows what's out here going on in his world, because he's still in his world, I think you should listen to him.
So I don't think he has a leg to stand on when it comes to that. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
These children, especially North, they made this whole hoopla. Oh, her name when she was born. Hold on, I'm not done. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Those kids are in that show. Mm-hmm. He's monetized them in their shows, like performances and all these things. Mm-hmm. So now TikTok is not just TikTok, right? TikTok to them, they're very strategic with these Kardashians. And TikTok, you can make a lot of money. YouTube, you can make, I mean, there's a girl that made $17 million, a little girl under 11-year-old off of YouTube. Knowing who Kim is, or knowing, not, you know, what she's shown us because we don't know her, but knowing what she is, that woman's not dumb. She's not having her daughter be on TikTok just to be on TikTok.
I understand that, but it's a difference. Even with these stars, these kids stars and stuff like that, there's a lot to come with it. There's a whole lot to come with these.
They're already there. Those kids already get that attention.
I understand that, but it's not good for him. He knows what happened. His mental health is fucked up right now. He see what the mama and daddy got going on. And it's all stems from this. He probably don't want his kids, especially that young, to have to deal with all the pressure and all this type of shit.
They already have that. They're on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
The kids is not on there like that.
What?
Listen, I understand they are on there.
Their birthday parties, their entire life.
Let them be able to have their kid life and to be able to listen, especially his little girl.
But here's the thing. Also, social media now is those kids' life. They don't have our life anymore, right? It's a whole new generation of kids.
And TikTok. Try to slow it down just a little.
But she said that the girl doesn't have her phone creating TikToks. It is supervised by an adult. Whatever she posts gets supervised beforehand, right? And I don't think that any parent that really, really, you know, is parenting and is doing a good job is just letting their 8-year-old just do whatever on social media, right?
Please.
They're monitoring it. They're making sure, hey, do not post this. Yes, you can post that. And with them being who they are.
Whores need to get monetized too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just,
they ain't got nothing to monetize.
But
This little girl's breath gets monetized.
I understand that, but I'm talking about these older ones. They need to sit there and get monetized. Like, how somebody go over there and tell them, nope, you can't have that. You don't put that up. Stop that twerking ass.
Oh, monitor. They need to be monitored is what you mean? Monetize is money.
Oh,
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Monitor these motherfuckers. I'm thinking about monitor because when I was young, the monitor, I used to always get in trouble by the monitor.
Who is the monitor?
The monitor used to walk around the hallway and you get in trouble by the monitor.
It's not the monitor.
How you gonna tell me about the monitor? I used to get in trouble by the monitor all the time.
It's a different word, and I can't think of it right now. I'm so mad.
I always got in trouble. The monitor coming. I used to run out of the bathroom.
It's not the monitor. It's a different word.
I got in trouble by the monitor, yo.
Well, anyways, I brought that up because they are having, this public outbreak of this co-parenting. Let me have my children. I want to take them to Chicago. I want to do this. I want to do that. And sometimes as parents, I'm in a completely different stage of co-parenting at this moment. I have a teenager, right? So things change. But I was dealing with it when she was a little girl. And from when she was little, I remember being I want to make sure she's in a safe place. If she's staying somewhere, is there a bathroom that she can use? Is there a room that she can have? Is there other men around? Who are these men? All these questions. And I think that when you're dealing with a man that has mental health issues and you have children with them, bro, that's scary. Letting a child just go with someone who has so much power, so much leverage, so much money that they have yes people around them. So you have to be scared of where your kids go.
I mean, that's the worst. What about the drunk who ain't got nothing? What about the place where ain't got no place for them to go? Damn, everybody get their kids at the end of the day. You got to know who you laid yourself down with. Of course, don't put your kid in no fucked up situation where you think they're going to get harmed.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than that, I grew up with my boy's parents was straight crackheads.
But if you have the choice to send your little girl there, would you? If I'm a crackhead, right, and you have some, and I'm over here smoking crack, and you're like, I'm a functional crackhead, but it might be a crack pipe around. You're going to send some home with me?
No, I understand that. I'm not going to do that. But if you think, I don't think that this guy's smoking crack.
No, it's even worse. He has mental issues that he can't control.
The motherfucker who's smoking crack, drinking liquor, even twerking on motherfucking shit too much and showing their pussy online on OnlyFans, I feel like it's more dangerous than the motherfucker with mental health. That's who's monitoring his mental health. You know what I'm saying? And he got people around him who I feel like can help him out. Not just yes people. None of them going to let him harm them kids. Harming the kids. Mm-hmm. I know mothers who drop their kids off to alcoholic crackhead fathers. And they end up chilling and staying with us. I know my boy's parents is straight crackheads. And they was right there okay.
Again, you are a father of 2 children. Yes. You have 2 baby mamas.
Yes.
If you knew that we were crackheads, legit crackheads, you would still drop them off to us and be like, somebody will take care of them while they're there.
That's me. I'm different.
I'm asking you a question. Would you drop off your children? Would you drop your children off to their crackhead mama? Your children, which means me and your other baby mama. If we are strung out, would you drop our children off?
All depends on how old they are.
Okay, 8-year-old.
8-year, yeah, you go with your mama.
You going with the crackhead mama?
You go with your crackhead.
You have no idea. You don't have no idea if I'm going to be strung out at night, if I walk out, if I leave to go get crack.
There's nothing I could do. It's your mom.
A crackhead who could literally leave them sleeping and leave the house.
Listen, I try my best to try to stay around your son. I got a phone call right away, but that's your mom.
Yeah, no.
It's not, I hear you, but that's
There's
still
no way
your
in
mom.
hell. There's no way in hell I'm going to drop off my child to a crackhead. And I know for a fact, I don't care what you're saying on here. If you see me strung out on crack, you would not do it. I know for a fact.
Of course, I'm going to take my kid. Maybe I'm not going to even let you stay at night, but you're going to see your mom.
That's different.
He's
seeing the kids supervised.
I think that's a little bit too much for Kanye. But.
I mean, I don't know them personally, but what if she feels she's the person that has slept with this man, has seen dark things that none of us could ever find out about? She has to know she has to have a reason for doing what she's doing. Supervised with him, she has to know. She has to have a reason. She has to.
That's every household.
What?
If I say something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that he could be able to take. I don't think he'll harm the kids. That's just it.
I don't think he'll do it on purpose.
I don't think he's.
I don't think it would be on purpose.
Kids. I think he'll harm himself before he harm the kids.
I don't think his intent would be to harm the kids, but whatever he got going on, him or anybody else who's unstable and not being treated, I don't think so. But going from there, this one is more like a business aspect of it, and because we are podcasters, so this whole Joe Rogan situation that's going on right now. Today I opened it up and it says that they took away 70 plus shows of his, removed them off of Spotify, and all of this going on. Joe Rogan, apparently, he's a very controversial podcaster. Huh?
I never even heard of what he said.
So basically, in my own personal opinion, he's bringing on experts and people from different views, especially about COVID, like some that do believe in it, doctors that say yes, doctors that say no. He is, I wouldn't say anti-vaxxer. I would just say he doesn't agree with the vaccine like many other people don't. He has a very, very large platform. Joe Rogan has been podcasting since like podcasting started. He is one of the biggest podcasters out here. And has a very large reach, which is very important. Right? You have influence. You're able to reach the masses. But at the same time, he has an opinion, and we are podcasters. We're able to speak. Yes, freedom of speech is not free, but Spotify paid him to be on there. And a lot of these episodes that they're taking down are episodes from before he even signed with Spotify. They've been there. Did y'all not do your due diligence to see if you wanted to work with this man? Clearly, you liked who he is, what he talks about.
It's a numbers game at the end of the day. I want to know what he said.
I don't think he was just saying he don't agree with the vaccine. A lot of it is just like, no, the vaccine. He was just going against.
Did he say nigger?
Oh, they did say that he said that in an episode.
That's what I'm saying. Did he say?
But they took it down so that we don't know.
Did he do touch any kids and stuff like that?
So that's what I'm saying. Now they're saying that he said. So you're right. One of them, the things says that he did say nigger. I didn't see it. They haven't put proof out there. So now I'm like, if they would have said it, y'all would have been blasting that video.
That shit would have been all over all the blogs and stuff like that. That's why I said me personally, I have not seen it. Every time I've been around Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying, we shot pool, I beat him in pool.
Did you?
Yes, I beat bro. Come on.
I didn't know he was that short when we saw him at the wedding.
Yeah. No, he's cool. He's a real cool guy. Like I said, I never seen any racist thing about the guy at all. I don't know anything about that. But if it is out there, I want to see it. Just like I show everything else. Everything got proof. I want to see it. Look,
right now, 13 minutes ago, it just came up that Rumble Video, which is a Canadian-based video platform, is trying to give him $100 million to leave Spotify and go over there. This is how you know you can't really take... When somebody don't give a fuck about what people think, they just don't give a fuck. And business is business. And what I don't like about this is the fact that, one, as podcasters should be able to say our opinion without stating it as fact. He's not stating it as fact. Number two, Spotify knew who it was. And number three, who are these hating ass artists? Pull my music from Spotify because this person, mind your business. When it comes to the podcasting space, we're in a very new, untapped place in this. So right now, when musicians make money, right? They get paid per stream. Mm-hmm. Us as podcasters have way more streams than any of these artists because we're posting weekly, and we have a back catalog. They have an album, 20 songs that get streamed. We have podcasts. So we don't, right now, there's like you make a X amount of cents per stream. As podcasters, we make zero.
Yeah.
Zero. So we're talking about millions of downloads and millions of streams of our shows, of our voices, of our content. And we don't get paid by these platforms. Music do. So it's a very untapped place. Podcasting is still very, very new. But you're trying to tell me that an artist is pissed off because of what a podcaster is saying. Bitch, you got too much time. Go make a new fucking album and go get some streams and get your own money. Why are you worried about what everybody else is doing? If you don't like the content, don't listen to it. If you don't like this show, why would you listen to it?
Outraged.
What is it? Outrage? I don't understand being outraged about something you don't agree with, especially on the computer or whatever. Turn it off. Yeah. Don't listen to it. What's the point of going somewhere where you don't like the content?
You should be listening to gospel music and reading the Bible all day anyway. God said, meditate in my word day and night. You understand? So go to Jesus anyway. Get out of this world. Get out of these streets because it's ugly out here.
It is.
And anything that you've probably seen, there's worse happening. So really get the fuck out the way. If your eyes is the thing that's having the problem because you controlling what you watch right now, especially on that tune or whatever, your phone or your social media, it's really your fault, buddy. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just like, pull my music from there because I don't want to. You're not affiliated with them. It's a music stream. It's a podcaster. Don't listen to it. Don't go to it. I understand.
To gospel music.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that now we're monitoring what everybody says. If you don't like it, stop with this whole outrage thing. I mean, y'all might be more sensitive than I am, or some people might be more sensitive, but I can't stand it. It really, really does get on my nerves. You know what we used to say
back in the day? Say it in my face.
Right. And they won't. They sure won't.
Yeah, say it in my face. And that's what y'all outrage and stuff like that. But like, he probably said over there, I'm pretty sure you won't say that shit in my face. Right. And one day you might get your duty because your due diligence, because it's like, yo, this person might have the momentum of keep on saying it, and it's going to slip up around you one day. And it's going to be, ooh, that's what I've been waiting on. So watch what you ask for. A lot of people be like, yo, shit, that shit happened to me, or that shit happened to me. And then next thing you get punched in the mouth one day, and then you stunned, and you standing right there, ain't do shit.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of, what's it called, Twitter fingers?
It's a lot of that, you know what I'm saying?
I think that might be the best line ever done. Shit. Best line ever in a rap song. Maybe the only one that I remember. But I have something else. Yeah, just be easy with that. It upset me because I'm in the podcast space, right? In the business of podcasting. So seeing that being pulled and them like having an issue with it, bro, just don't fucking listen to it.
If you got certain things out there that need to be pulled, go ahead and do it. But I promise you.
And again, times are changing.
Look in the mirror, man.
But times are changing, right? So if he said something 10 years ago, that 10 years ago was appropriate, why are you judging him for it now? Is he still doing it now? Then you would judge somebody like that. Let people grow. We're like, oh, y'all need to grow and change and get better. Then they get better, but then you judge them about what they did 10 years ago. Like, what's up? Why are we judging folks for their past behaviors?
If I used to nut early and now I'm not nutting early all the time, like, what the fuck?
Thanks for adding all the time.
What you mean?
It happens.
At least not more than some.
No. You're good, but it's not all the time. Just sometimes.
You gotta be sometimes. You gotta have a leg day. No leg day.
Talking about leg day. Not really. It has nothing to do with leg day. So there's a gospel single, Kira Sheard. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Shepherd.
No, man. Yeah. Anyway, it has been controversial, but I want to talk about it because this weekend my friends were here, right? I have two of my friends staying over at the house. I have one that's still here right now. Yeah, my friends have been here. Have you not noticed? And they stay the night, at the house. But it went pretty viral. She states that she does not, when her girlfriends come to visit her in town, she makes them stay at a hotel and keeps them away from her husband. Also, if her friends need something from her husband, they cannot approach him or ask him. They need to ask her.
Respect. It all depends on who you respect. I think that's dope.
Okay, so every time her girlfriends come into town, they cannot stay with her because they need to stay away from her husband. So does she put security around her husband on like 24/7 to make sure that no women are coming around him? Like what happens when he's not in your view and when he's not at home?
I get it, but I mean, I hear what she's saying, but I mean, Stan, you think that she's gonna sneak out of the room and go smash him or something? I can see if you're gone, you go out of town or you work most of the time. All right, even my people stay. They come here and stay. But when I leave in the morning, I'm not leaving them here. And I leave early as a motherfucker in the morning. They leave right out with me. So it's just more of a respect thing at the end of the day because I wouldn't do that. If I know one of my boys is leaving, I'm going to jog a nigga till you get back home. You know what I'm saying? When you leave it out, I'm going to the gym. Once you go to the gym, it's just, you don't even want no wonders. You could trust whoever. And the people.
But she's home. They're coming to visit her, right? So why would you not want? Why? I like my friends staying over with me. Nice. I
ain't gonna go and try to go in the room and do nothing wild.
Not just you. I think if there's a friend that I have that I'm allowing you to stay in my house, I trust you. Now, here's the thing:
the ones who eat and sleep with you.
What? Is that a song?
Just saying.
Oh well.
The ones that around and disappoint you.
Okay, it's true.
Only your friend know your secrets, so only he could reveal it. Who the cap fit? Right, none of your friends fit the cap. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: you never know. You never know. So I don't want to live my life saying, oh, I have these, the friends that I have that are close, because you can compartmentalize, people in your life. You have acquaintances, you have friends, you have some that can stay, some that you wouldn't invite. Like, is it, you have that. The ones that I wouldn't invite, I trust. Does that mean that somebody that I trust and comes here might not try something? No. They're human. They could do it. They could. People deceive you. People fuck you over at all times. If it does happen, it's like, do you trust your partner enough to tell you to walk away? If they don't, and it does happen, hey, girl, thanks. You saved me from making another baby. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. You saved me from wasting even more time, because my partner also, at the end of the day, my partner is my partner. If he goes and steps out, it's on you. But I want my friends to stay with me when they're coming in town. Right? I was like, stay here. I want to wake up with you. Let's make breakfast. Let's make dinner. Like, let's stay up watching Netflix at night. I love that. I just don't feel like I would invite someone to my house to stay that I feel like I can't trust. And I wouldn't be with a man that I can't trust. But what I did think about is, what if she knows her man and know he has a wandering eye? She might know something we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure that's what I'm saying. Sure, it's something like that. She only probably reacting off experience. I react off experience. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you should do. If you see him around certain people or around certain places and things like that, and you never have no problem at all, you'd be like, all right. So you let the dog leash off a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We all start off with the chain real close to us. You let it out. So now you got to come back in. This motherfucker bite. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker flirt everywhere we go. This motherfucker is always into some shit. So now let me keep this leash a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? So now her leash is really tight because this motherfucker.
But what a fucking way to live, not trusting that your man will fuck one of your friends. That's gotta suck. Now, the one thing that
it's not all like that, because I don't think that me leaving my family here or one of my boys here or something like that, when I'm leaving the house, I don't think like, oh, they're in there fucking right now and we're at work trying to get the bills and they fucking having fun. I'm not thinking that. It's just certain things you just don't do. Don't put nobody in that place. If you're selling drugs, your girl should know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't mind going to the store and leaving my friend here.
All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't do that. If I'm going, I'm like, all right, yo, what's up?
Well, I mean, I left one of my friends here because I had to go somewhere and the baby was asleep. So I was like, hey, can you stay here while I go somewhere? So I didn't mind that. Like,
yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm out the way anyway. I ain't trying to.
So like I said, it just must.
But I bet you if every time your friends come, I'm all in their face and la, maybe you're not leaving us like that.
No, maybe no. I'm gonna be like, hey, friend, let's go. We're going back to Florida because then I gotta stay in Jersey and I gotta go.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
If you're all in my friends' faces all the fucking time,
that's what I'm saying. So evidently, she's moving off experience. I think there's more of an experience type of thing.
Yeah, her man ain't shit. But she did say one thing. And it was like, if her friends needed something from her man or whatever, to contact her and not him.
Yeah.
That, I will say, I do agree with. Like, let's say I had a friend that she wants some gummies or she needs a security guard for something. I would expect you to hit me.
Yeah, I shouldn't see one of your friends call me right off unless you say call them.
Right.
But I'm like, I talk to someone, so you know that? You're like, no. I'm like, huh?
Right. It would be really weird if one of my friends contacted him without telling me or without speaking to me first, unless it's something that's like, oh, we're planning something for her. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, I get it.
That's it.
But then I would find out about it later.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, Wendy, we sit there and plan certain things for Carla and stuff like that. And she knows after. You know what I'm saying? But
no, actually, I knew. I didn't know what was going on, but she did. She even told me, she was like, "Yeah, I've been texting him. I'm helping him out do some stuff." So I did know. Yes. I just didn't know what was going on.
But still, and the same thing. I always said, unless it's like a surprise for me or something. I don't expect you to even. It's just everybody stay the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care. Everybody human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Blood flow. It's nothing that you do with the blood flow. Nobody can control your feelings. So stay the fuck out the way. It's all about respect.
Yeah.
If somebody, it's like all playing a game of spades. Who plays spades? Even if you want to look at the other person's card, you probably don't want to look at the other person's cards. But if they visualize and show you, you're going to get a little say that you know their hand.
You in the spades. You've been doing this.
You know what I'm saying?
I keep telling you, I don't know how to play spades.
Oh man, we gotta learn how to play spades.
He's been doing this whole spades analogies for I don't know how long, and I'm like every time
because
I don't know.
2-on-2.
No,
me and you against these two.
Worst,
we gotta win.
Hold on. The worst is when we're like, it's an argument, right? And he's really trying to make a point, pissed off, and I'm like, I don't know how to play spades. How many times do I have to tell you? Can we play goldfish, solitaire?
I say 2-on-2 basketball too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, don't pass these motherfuckers the ball. We against everybody. Me and you in a relationship against everybody else. Period. All right.
I mean, I want to be against. I think we were just in our own lane. Let's just mind our business.
Hey, I wish it was like that, but when we go out this world, we ain't really against everybody else. So anything else that you do or show or anything like that, you're giving the way that I'm supposed to have. And any other girls, even they showing extra eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, your partner, you diluting y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't dilute y'all.
No, I hear you. So basically, the moral on the story on that one is, I don't know. Because you
Stop
know who you got.
being a whore.
Whoa.
I don't even know what the hell was going on.
That was not it.
What was it again?
I mean, if you felt that in your heart, I got you. You told somebody. But I really just think you know who your man is. You know who your friends are.
Yeah.
Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm comfortable with my friends being at my house. If you're not comfortable with your friends being... I would feel some type of way if I was like, oh, hey, girl, I'm coming over. And she'd be like, yeah, you got to get a hotel. Come in the morning. And I'd be like,
yeah,
what?
I mean, yo, it's just...
I don't want that kind of friend. Hey, I'm staying at your house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually, man, my people's come... You already see. Like,
but you know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever stayed at a friend's house. I'm always the house people stay at. I don't go... I stayed at Carla's house when I went to Orlando recently, but she wasn't even home. Like, they were gone the whole weekend, so I just stayed in her house. Psalm and I. But I'm not the one to stay at people's houses. They always stay with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't... If I know that now, my boys...
I'm lying. I stay with Gina a lot.
But my boys there... If his wifey is there and his wife and I'm not staying at his house.
True, because Gina's
I'm
single.
going to get a hotel, guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
I come see you and your family. Yo, y'all about to go to bed. All right, y'all do y'all routine. I don't know if y'all at night somebody got to sleep walking around naked. I ain't got time for none of that shit. I don't want to see your wife naked ever at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little thing. One of my boys see you naked is like it's kind of fucked up.
You gotta kill him.
You understand? So
oh my
God.
Like,
we can't, you know what I'm saying? So at night, a certain time, like, yo, you and your
but
family.
But we have a big enough house where we're kind of like in our own area, right?
Respect.
Like their room is in one side, we're on the other side. Like, it's big enough. I guess when I stayed with Gina a lot in Miami, so she's from my friend that's actually here right now. She lives in Miami, but she was by herself. So it's like, it was just me and her. And I brought Ayana before.
So what if she had a boyfriend? You're not
definitely would not stay there.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't get mad at that type of shit. I understand. I respect it. And when my family stay or whatever the case, we go right out. Unless it's my female sister or whatever, you can stay, mom and stuff like that. But if mine's like, yo, we going out, just go to the gym or something. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I promise you, I wouldn't feel comfortable with like me and her.
That's because people always
stay in the fucking room.
Me.
I stay in that room, lock the door. If I have to stay, you leave out and go. Like, bro, I'm going to work with you, right?
Is it bring your friends to work day?
Am I going fishing? I'm not staying at the house with your wife, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I don't care.
No, yeah, I don't. I would feel uncomfortable. I even sometimes feel uncomfortable when like a friend's man or like DM or say something, even if it's something that's not inappropriate, right?
Nothing with nothing.
Even
as soon as
if
I
it's
see it, I'm like, this is just not the place for this.
I'm like, why are you doing this? Or like, it has happened where someone's husband before has like messaged and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it. I don't like it. So it's like, you know what? Stay on scene. Don't even reply.
Act like you ain't never seen
I never
shit.
saw it. I'm like, I don't know. Because there's times when someone can like say something to you, it doesn't feel any type of way. Sometimes you feel a certain energy.
See conversations.
No, and when I used to talk to my friends, man, like all the time, they were arguing. They would always hit me up and I'll talk to them. Every time I kept those threats. When I tell you not a single text message was going to be deleted. And the second that I was talking to that man, she was on the phone. Oh, I'm saying this. Oh man, he just said this. What do I say back? Yeah, let me say this back. And it's like, I'm talking to him, but really it's her talking to him.
Stay out the way. They ain't got nothing to do with you.
But that was in my early 20s when we were close. No. Yeah, it was. We were young. We were like, oh, I was like their older sister, basically. Like, oh, this is happening. Like, where did she go? And I'm like, it's fine. But like, I will talk to both of them and calm them down or whatever. But that was one, a long time ago. And two, she was always on the phone. I'm like, I can never delete any of these threads because I don't want nothing to ever be like misconstrued. But now as I'm older, I'm like, it ain't worth it. I just don't want anything to be, like I said, misconstrued or looked at different because that's, I don't want no problems. I ain't got no problem. I don't want for you to ever to feel like insecure and then come at me like, oh, you were texting him here, and I'm like, whoa.
It shouldn't even be nothing.
Yeah, no, I would never talk to somebody else's man. One of my friends' man, like
even at the live show we had this week, a dude was, coming up to like, yo, I'm having sex with one of my boys' girls. And I'm like, ex-girl. And I'm like, how cool is that? Is these guys out here really letting these girls use them? You see what I'm saying? Don't let these women out here use you to get back at a dude because
he was lying. He was definitely lying. But if regardless of the fact he ain't shit, she ain't shit. She's trying to get back at him or trying to get back at her ex with messing with the friend. But at the same time, you're a piece of shit. Like, bro, like so many girls out here.
But why would you allow her to get back at this dude? Evidently you intimidated by this guy.
That ain't your friend.
Exactly.
That ain't your friend.
And just like I said, you know what? If a dude come into your DMs or something like that, bro, and talking about I want to rob him, you don't like this guy regardless because you just not did the exact same thing with that girl. You just trying to hurt this man. So if these guys trying to hurt him physically, hurting in your heart is even more. Then get hurt physically. You know what I'm saying? I used to always want my mama to beat me instead of going to my mama get some tea, have the Bible open. And
oh, man. You take a whooping anytime.
We used to have to pray before she...
Told you she was disappointed.
Mama just beat me.
I wanted my dad to do the same thing. When my dad listen, when I got pregnant, right, I was terrified. And I was 17 years old. It's like, my mom finds out, and I'm thinking my dad. When my dad finds out, I'm like, please beat my ass. Just please. And he sat there, and he came up to me, he sat down. And he hugged me, and I said, hell, why are you doing this? Hugged me, he said, I'd rather find out that you're pregnant than you're dead. He's like, I got you. But he's like, basically he was disappointed, but he got me, and that shit hurt. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
You rather the ass whooping.
What? Beat me. So. Beat me now, but then I guess he couldn't beat me then. But yeah, I would definitely much rather beating it from a parent than disappointment. Yes. We're gonna go into our questions. If you guys want to send in a question and need advice, go to whatever she says podcast at gmail.com. Or there are times that I post questions on social media or like a question box, and you guys can ask them there, which I did today. So let's go into our questions for the week.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on there and write a question.
You're going to write a question? So you got a question to ask me? I'll give you advice. You need some advice from me?
Yes.
What's up?
What shouldn't you eat before you go to bed?
Is this a trivia question? You just ate ice cream and brownies, so I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I know how to free my canal.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed like your canal is always stuck in traffic. Like you literally fucking 3:00 traffic in New York City in the tunnel.
Whatever. It wasn't even that bad. You're so annoying.
Shit.
Okay. So 3 quick questions that we have. So the first one is, I wish you guys would make your actual names, like your usernames, a real name. Cause this is Pinch Me. Okay. Your name is Marissa. Her name's Marissa. Hey, Marissa. No, it's just Marissa. It says, how did you convince Wax to do couples counseling? Yes, you can answer it.
Because we was breaking up, and she said that if I don't do counseling, she's going to break up with me even more than we was already broke up. And I was like, I don't want to break up that much. I just want to break up. I want to break up that much. So instead of broke up that much, I cursed her and the therapist out, and I left out.
That was one time. He did walk out of therapy one time.
Fuck yeah.
He walked out of virtual therapy, y'all.
Yeah. Even better.
It was virtual therapy. This nigga walked out, and we're just like, well.
I said, this is so great.
What the fuck is going on?
But great. I felt to actually do that shit, and then I felt bad after.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt bad after.
I hope you did. Yeah. But we figured that one out. I think it wasn't so much of convincing. We were in a space of we have to do something and we need help, right? And it usually it stems from our issue, which I think it will be forever, and it is everybody's issue, is communication and the comprehension of communication. So we looked at each other and we said, let's try it. And that's one thing that I do appreciate from you. And if Wax was not willing to do therapy, I would not be with him. I would walk away. I would break up. And the reason why I would break up, that means that then I'm dealing with someone that does not believe that they have room for improvement. And if you think that you are just so fucking perfect and you have no room to grow, you have no room to improve, to be a better husband, to be a better father, to be a better friend, then I can't be with you, because I want to improve to the day I die. I want to always see, what's another perspective? What's something out there? What are the tools that we need? We weren't born with the tools to be a better wife, husband, mother, father. And those tools have to change, There's tools that...
How do girls have to be great whores?
What? Does this have to do with what?
What are you talking about? Therapy?
Yes.
Well, God bless everybody. Yeah.
You get on my nerves. See, you took me off the freaking roll.
I get it.
Basically,
just talk it.
Okay. Just tell your man to go to therapy. And if he wants to be better and if he wants to really be with you, he'll go with you.
You took over the whole shit and the question was for me.
The question was for me.
It was for me.
Carla, how did you convince Wax to do couples counseling?
Oh, and then you told me to take it over.
You already finished. You said you didn't want to break up. Just break up.
All right, then bow.
And then I'm answering my part.
You went out.
Yeah, I'm going to give her what she wants to hear.
You went out around the corner to the store.
All right, Marissa, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you.
When you say I'm about to go to the store, you just end up getting your toes and everything done. That's what you just did.
I'm telling her something.
You left me at the house with the baby for 3 hours. That's what you just did. That's what you just did.
Next question. You're annoying. Yes. This one comes from... you know what? I've talked to her a million times on social media. I don't know your name, but Nappy Bella. She asked, tips and tricks on dating someone that has kids and you don't have any. I've always had a kid, so.
I say it always, when you don't have it, all that little nasty shit that you be doing is going to come back to you, bro. So if you over here smashing your mama around the kids, huh?
It's a girl.
The daughter?
It's a woman asking how to date a man that has kids. She has no kids.
Don't let the kids see you naked, because they always gonna remember that shit. They hear you when you getting fucked, so be quiet.
I think she's talking more like dealing with their children, because you don't have any. So maybe a man, they have weekends with their kids. They have to do all this stuff with their kids. Basically, when you choose to date a man with kids and you have none, you have to know that you're going to play stepmom at some point in time. Yeah, if you're that comfortable with them.
You have to. It's only right.
Like, sometimes those weekends that he has the kids and you're planning to go out and do some adult shit, you might have to do Disney Plus at home and change it up.
That's the fun shit anyway.
Make sure, like, hey, let's sneak off for a second while the kids are watching Netflix, get a quickie in the bathroom and come back. Like, you're going to have to work around the fact that there are children there.
And your kids, so it's going to be it's going to take a little longer to come, though. Because if it's your kids out there, like, all right, come on, this game plan, let's do it. But if they ain't your kids out there and they fucking, you got to hide for them little motherfuckers.
It can get annoying. Nah. And then you have to deal with their baby mama. So hopefully they're not, don't date a kid that child is less than 4 years old. 3, 4. I'd say 4. Under 4, they still fucking.
Hell no.
Under 4, they still fucking. Or he promising to fuck, or it's just, no, I don't want to hear it. 4 or older. Okay. And the bitch has to have moved on at some point. Okay, one more, and then we have a live question. So this one is from Meg, and she said, how to deal with co-parenting out of state with a young child.
Pray.
Yikes.
Pray, man. I'm telling you, Jesus is the answer, man. And always don't feel entitled at all. It's all about the kids. It's not about you at all. Totally delete yourself out of this. What's the best thing for the kid? Mm-hmm. Period. Other than that, then...
when they're out of state, you have to let your child go for the summer, for spring break, for Christmas. And listen, sometimes I've said this
Don't be
before,
selfish.
as moms, you're like, I want my baby for Christmas. Listen, whether you give them the gifts on the 25th or the 31st, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They
As long as
gonna-
they know they get something.
They
for you,
get
what
and they
want.
get. Keep that tree up a couple extra days for the summertime. Oh my God, I want to spend the summer with my kid. Fuck them kids. Send them with their daddy or with their mama, whatever it looks like. Go have fun. Go have your time
So
without
if
your
they're
kids.
So if they're crackheads, still
No.
send them.
We those are two
I
different.
told you,
Nope.
man. Listen, why is it crackheads back in the day?
First of all,
was able to
everything back
have
in the
their
day is
kids.
not like now. We cannot keep comparing. Yo, back in the day, this happened or telling.
No, I'm just saying. You let me finish, mouth. Why back in the day that we was able to have the crackheads and alcoholics be able to raise their kids and their kids are successful.
The kids they're not, they might be successful how? Monetarily, but those kids that were growing up with crackheads, you know how much money they're spending right now? They're successful because they have to pay for so much fucking therapy because they got fucked up by their crackhead parents.
Hold on. So you saying they making money?
So they can go to therapy and fix what the fuck their crackhead parents did to them.
Don't you know the motherfuckers who ain't have crackhead parents in their motherfucking therapy too, nigga?
Yeah, but the other ones spend more money.
How many people you talk to that did this?
Listen,
This girl's unbelievable.
I got this. All right, so
Listen.
back to your question. Her man's not a crack, or her baby daddy's not a crackhead. Giving you advice. See, you be just going off. You just went to the store, I got your nails, and I left me with song for 3 hours.
You be hitting these people up, yo. You be making these motherfucking people think you just know it.
I know it. I give great advice. All right, moving right along. We have a live question.
Yes, let me hear it.
You hear it? Okay, Gina, come on over and ask this question.
I beat Gina in the spelling bee.
Oh yeah, Gina was at the live show and they did spelling bee together. Hold on. So she has a question. 1 secondo.
Okay. So I was hanging out with my friend and her boyfriend and his best friend.
Okay.
And when my friend and her boyfriend left, his best friend kind of, leaned into the table and said basically that he was asking me if there was something wrong with my friend or to give some advice on the situation because her boyfriend told his best friend that she wasn't like jumping his bones as soon as they saw each other. And they're in a long distance relationship. So I kind of like kept it short. I was just like, we don't really talk about that. I mean, she said some things to me in the past.
What she said?
In the past, though,
She basically ain't missing it because anything that you missing, you want to jump on.
So that's what he was telling me, right? And I was just like, I don't know. We haven't talked about anything lately, but I know that she loves him and.
What's love got to do with it? Texting and attached.
But I was just like, I don't know. And he's like, my bad. I'm just high as hell. I just forget that I said anything. Yeah. But I don't know if I should tell my friend about the conversation he tried to have with me or if I should just not even say anything.
I mean, you shouldn't say nothing if you already know what the answer is, what it sounds like you do, because you said she's already told you that she's not so interested in it, right?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on sexually between them. I only know like something from the beginning, but I don't know what's going on now. They've been together for a really long time.
So evidently he corrected whatever he had a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, nothing fast, bro. Blame it on leg day. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to long distance relationships, me and Carla was just retarded hornballs. So we just like, but I always tell people, when you're alone in this relationship, try not to have sex so much because you don't want to miss sex so much and you'll end up doing something else. You end up
hold
slipping.
on.
Beautiful face. Go ahead. You can fuck my whole floor. I got you. Go ahead. Let's go. Me.
You got this. That one, y'all can go to one of the latest episodes of Bullying. He said that. But the question here was, should she tell her friend what the guy's friend said to her?
But I was going to bring it all that back.
Okay, so we're there because we got time too.
You on your whole hour thing you say, you got the nerve to stop me?
What did I do? Maybe the gummies hit it. When I get high, it seems like you were talking for a long time.
Cut them off.
Okay, but should she tell her friend?
No, like I told her before, and I actually answered that gummy. I told her if you already know the answer, you don't need to tell her. But if you like you know what? Now this motherfucker made me curious. Why the fuck you ain't trying to get no dick if you ain't fucking nobody else? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's long distance, like, you must got a mean vibrator, or you got the guy downstairs who, you know what I'm saying? If she living in the building, buildings are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Stay the fuck out of buildings if you can.
I would want to know. I think I would want to know. And maybe you can just post it in a, like, he just mentioned something, like, I don't know, your man mentioned this to this guy. He, like, accidentally said it. You know, if there's something going on, he wants you to do this when you see him. Maybe, like, that way she'll get the point and kind of like do something for him. Because maybe it's not intentional, right?
Nope,
it might be
intentional.
It is not.
You only do things that you want to do.
Again, it might not be an intention. She might be like, you know what? Maybe she feels like, oh, he doesn't like that, or I don't want to seem or come off this way. You never know what people are really thinking in their mind.
You know what? I got it. I'm like cutting you off now. This is what happens. He only comes a certain time in the month, and she's on her time of the month.
That's why she's the horniest.
Ain't nobody fucking that shit.
Why? Plenty of men fuck the period. Period don't stop nothing but a sandton.
Well, where?
Yeah?
Where?
You've never done it?
Where?
Here.
Where?
Right here.
Right here?
Right here.
Right here or right here?
Not in this room, but right here on this one.
Why?
Because I asked you to.
Did I want to?
It looked like it.
Man, stop.
I was there.
I don't remember being there then. Because I don't think I was there.
You were there.
For what? That's not smart all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, nobody wants to do it like day 1, 2, maybe 3. But towards the end, it's fine. Ain't that going on?
Yeah, it is too much.
Why?
I knocked nothing on. I don't care about none of that dumbass lies.
I wouldn't tell you. I would just be like, hey, something's going on, but you know,
I'd be like,
get her done.
I'll wait.
What if I don't want to wait? Why does it have to be on your time?
Because it got vibrators. Vibrators out there. If I gotta jerk off because you're your period,
that's fucked up.
Good. No, it's not. God gave us hands for jerking off.
You're not supposed. No, God did not give you hands for jerking off. Do not misconstrue the Bible. It says you should not masturbate in the Bible.
Well, I'm sorry, but thank you for doing that because we get to clear our mind. You know what I'm saying?
No, what are you saying thank you to? You saying thank you to God for committing a sin?
No, I'm not committing a sin, but
you are too. Did this.
There's no reason. It just know that God is great.
Actually, talking about jerking off.
Yeah. Is that what we talking about?
We cannot go into past the word with this, so we gotta do this in one more question afterwards.
Please.
I just saw something that said, dang it, I lost it. Mm-hmm. Who was it? Is this a sign that I shouldn't bring it up?
Yes.
It might be. Let's see. No. So here, you fly a lot, right? That's what I thought. So TikTok went viral of a woman. She was a passenger on a plane, and she saw the man in front of her, like through the seat crack, and he was watching porn while his girlfriend was next to him asleep.
Amazing.
What do you think about that?
I think that's great. I snuck a couple of nights and watched porn while you were asleep.
Next to me?
Yeah, you sleep. Turn the volume down.
No, you have not.
For no reason, too. I really didn't do nothing. I touched you, you slapped my hand, and I turned it off. Just like that. Just like that.
Oh my God.
Maybe I probably got to half a scene because it was like the landlord was coming inside the house and wanted to rent money. And the boyfriend, like, my boyfriend went out to go get the money. And
stop.
You're like, well, I need the money right now. Y'all getting out.
That's what you watch with me sleeping?
Yeah, he started taking his stuff out. And she's like, no. And the titty popped out. He's like, well, I'll take that for rent.
How many of these Pornhub things have you watched? I feel like you've seen every landlord one out there.
I like the landlord ones for no reason.
And the plumber?
The plumber cool. But I ain't fucking with the landlord.
The landlord's the best. I am never letting you rent out any properties.
That's what I do now.
You're where?
What do you mean, where?
Rent out what property?
All right, I don't know nothing.
All right. Let me know which property it is, because whatever it is, a man is the only one allowed to rent that bitch out.
All right.
A man. Okay. Well, anyways, back to this. Have you ever watched porn on the plane?
On the plane? Watched people kiss on the plane before.
Have you watched porn on your phone while you're on the plane?
It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's trying to get aroused and you can't smash on the planes. What the fuck are you getting all happy for?
So no. I feel like you're not answering yes or no.
No. I never
Okay.
thought about it.
Well, I feel like that girl it was an invasion of privacy. Let that man watch his porn on his own.
It's not an invasion of privacy if somebody's able to see it. If you run it private, you make sure it's private. That goes for everything. If you don't want nobody to see your Instagram page, you put it on private, right? That means nobody can see.
You know what he needs? The privacy screen.
That's what he did.
They have those dark privacy screens that you can't see unless you're like right in front of it.
He should be in first class with the fucking door. That's what you do when you want to watch porn on a plane.
No, you can have the privacy screen and nobody around you can see what's going on your phone.
If somebody able to come back and see anything, when she stood up, she could look right down. Half a titty, a half a moan, nothing. If you don't want people to know that, and don't go around.
Clearly, he didn't give a fuck.
That's like me going through me and your text messages. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
I would never do that. I would never even put one of the Bully and the Beast clips up in public. Maybe I'm on a somebody send me the clip sometimes when I'm on an elevator. And I sometimes I click it and then right off, I turn it right off.
Because it starts with dick or pussy.
No.
Immediately, it's like, pussy, and you're like, wah!
Like,
fucking,
why do we talk like this?
Who's we?
Ours ain't no better.
This is amazing. We're past the word.
Hey.
No. We do have one. I'm not going from jerking off to past the word. Absolutely not. We have one more question.
Yes,
actually, or advice letter. This one says, I need help kicking this man out of my house.
Hot.
I have an apartment. I pay my own rent with the lease in my name. Nice. Things are good. I started dating this guy and things were going really well. We are both in our late 30s and it just made sense for him to move in. I asked him and he was thrilled. I live in a close and tight-knit community, which makes this next part really hard. Everyone in our area adores him. He has moved in. It's like a switch since he moved in, it's like a switch has flipped. He has lost a lot of drive and motivation. Nice. He does help with groceries, but that's the bare minimum I would expect from a partner. Mm-hmm. He does not help with rent or utilities. And in fact, there are a couple expenses that have increased since his arrival.
It's your fault for getting busy.
At this point, it's not about the money. I don't care. I was doing fine on my own before, but I can do fine now. I work a job that I like. And while I'm not always financially free, I can budget in a way that I can allow me to be comfortable and okay each month. He moved in with all of these ideas in mind of going back to school, finding a better job, etc. Yes. It was exciting and inspiring. I felt like we were having a positive impact on each other. Now that he's here, he's gotten really complacent and I can't see this going anywhere but ending. I just can't find it in myself to be around someone all the time with so little motivation. I am the kind of person that is always pushing forward, and this kind of switch of lifestyle mode has been pretty hard on me mentally. I have been pretty checked out the past few months. I am no longer in love with him, but I do love him. He has done nothing wrong to me or caused me to feel any feelings of ill will, but I am recognizing a toxic pattern since he moved in about 6 months ago, and it's not getting any better. I want my own apartment back. What is the best way I can ask him to move out, and what kind of timeline is appropriate? When he moved in, he left his old place to one of his friends, a lease transfer. And I'm not really sure what kind of timeline is appropriate to expect him to leave and find a new place or how to even start this conversation. Nice. He has no close family in the area. Mm-hmm. I do. I'm going to be leading this conversation, so I need a guide to make sure my request and timeline is reasonable. He also struggles with a lot of depression, and I don't think it's going to be an easy conversation.
Yeah. Don't worry.
What should she do?
I feel like I know what you're going to say. Easy way.
I swear I feel like I know what you're going to say.
I do a 5-minute plank if you get it, what you think I'm going to say.
Make him hella uncomfortable. Leave period pads out full of blood.
Do the streaks in the toilet, motherfucker. You got your 5-minute plank. I got your back.
How about we just add 5 minutes to the 20-minute massage that you owe me on my feet?
I said 20 minutes?
Yes, so now it's 25. That you still have not given me. What did I do to win that foot massage? I don't know what happened. What did I do that I won that foot massage?
You probably shut up.
What the fuck ever. So be dirty?
I don't know. I see your feet, baby. I got you.
You gonna rub my feet? So your thing was be dirty in the house and make him want to leave?
Yeah, just make it all uncomfortable for the man. Don't clean up no more. Don't even wash your pussy so much. You know what I'm saying? like do the streaks in the toilet every time you open it up. You know what I'm saying? That's not the first thing you want to see. No, it ain't your doodle streaks. You know what I'm saying?
If you have a dog, throw the dog doodle in the toilet.
Something. You know what I'm saying? Just stop.
Make
just
it
stop
really
doing it.
unattractive. Let your armpit hair grow hella long.
But you know what it is? It's really the woman's fault, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you still giving this nigga pussy. And he not doing all that. What you expect? You know what I'm saying? You always...
I mean,
if you
we don't
always
know
at
if
your
they
house,
still
baby, you try to
fucking.
cut me off again. You know what I'm
Sorry.
saying? Of course they are. She's there. And what else the fuck she gonna do? It's just like, a lot of people train their dogs by giving them treats. And some people just don't throw their dog treats. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to give him a treat anyway, try to get something out the motherfucker. You're going to get that pussy anyway. Get something out this motherfucking shit. So when I just get my dog, hey, sit down. Lay down. Fucking put one leg up. Roll around, play dead. Then you throw him a treat. That's what she needs to learn how to do for her man.
Which one of our dogs do that?
Nobody asked you that.
Because
I didn't say that, but I'm one of the people who my dogs do exactly what I need them to do. That's why I give them the treats. I don't have to train them to do what I need them to do. I don't need my dog flipping over and doing all that because I'm not taking them to the shows. But if I did, if that's what you want your dog to do, young lady, as your pussy is a treat, young lady, is what
Pussy
I'm
is
trying
the
to say.
treat.
If pussy is the treat, if you want your dog to do more than just when you throw the treat out there, just eat the treat and go back and lay down. If you want a couple of tricks, like pay a little bill or do certain things, before you get that pussy away, make sure you got his chores done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
that's that's the only way. I don't even know how you would approach that situation other than just be real. I think honest. I guess that could work too.
You got depression.
So here's the thing.
You ain't paying attention. You got depression, baby.
Your depression is not gonna sit here and have me miserable in my house with you. And I don't know if I want to be. I don't want to see my own fucking period shit. Like
You can't leave this, man. You can't.
Like, have you ever seen any of my stuff?
Praise the Lord that you're a lady.
Oh, no, I'm a lady.
All right, then.
For
Thank
this.
you.
No, I feel like whenever I finish with anything, it's like it's super wrapped up in paper. It's like put away. Like I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want. That's just gross.
And then you want me to have fuck? You want me to fuck it?
No, the pad is not me.
All right, back in the day, where it come from? Where it go from?
Baby,
the pad?
I just said not day 1, 2, or 3, but 4 and 5. We good. The last day, we good. It's not even blood anymore. Why are we talking about this? Basically, I think you could do what he's saying and it might work. But when it's somebody who don't have no money, they don't want nowhere to go. He gonna be like, well, I'll put it away. I'll clean it up.
Nah, man.
And while she's at work, he just fuck somebody else.
Nah, them girl dorms, you should smell like straight period.
Baby, this nigga will be like, I'll put that shit away. And while she's at work at the job that she really likes, getting the money to pay the bills, he'll just go smash Ashley down the street.
Why Ashley always fucking somebody?
Ashley always fucking somebody.
Ashley always
That hoe.
Y'all got an Ashley in your crew. She probably try to fuck somebody.
She's out here wilding.
She wild.
No, she is. But I don't know. I think that's the best way I could help with that one. What?
That's wild.
Well, we're going to go into the segment that we love, bringing back our relationship to its roots. We had fun. We got to hang out for a little while. So now let's leave you with something that you can use for the rest of your time, and that is pass the word.
Pass the word. Where my robe at? Don't we gotta pass the word robe?
Yeah, we do.
I like that. Hallelujah. I like that. That's dope. I fire that.
All right. So this week we have, how do you say that?
Where we at?
Right here. This book name.
Colossians.
I don't know it in English, so I don't know how to say it right. Do you know how to say it? Colossians? Yeah. Okay, so it's Colossians 2, 6, and 7. Again, I be telling you, I grew up in church.
Colossians.
In Spanish. So it says, so then, just as you received Jesus Christ as Lord, continue to live your life in him, rooted and built up in him, strengthened in the faith as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness.
This is it right here. Have a great end, trials and tribulations all in this, God, people don't understand when they say, I want to be more like Jesus. I want to do this. I want to be like Jesus. You got to go through what Jesus went through. You know what I'm saying? And we do want to be like him. So we're going to have to go through the trials and tribulations, which all set up for our life to be able to grow. We do need that. You know what I'm saying? And our life is him. You know what I'm saying? We is of God. If you want to be is of God, a lot of people will try to be so worldly and stuff like that, and they be missing their blessings because worldly is the road worldly. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be on Jesus' road, you want to have him all in you and have all of God. That road of Jesus' road got all your blessings and all your grace and your mercy. And, God always faithful in that road. You know what I'm saying? He got triple A on that road. You break down, you know what I'm saying? He got the therapist you talking about. He got the food. He got everything on that Jesus road. But people want to go on the road of worldly. It ain't got nothing on that road. The Cactus Road, man, it's hot. Get cold really at night. You know what I'm saying? You get cold sweats and stuff like that, man. So you want to be more like Jesus. Go through your trials and tribulations, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to run away from it. Don't run away from the pain because it's only there to build you. Don't go into a burning building or jump off a building or stuff like that. Don't do anything to kill yourself. But sometimes to go through a little bit of pain because if you think about it, everything that you do in life, when you put pain to it, it grow you. When you go to the gym, it grows you. When you sit there and you go through something, you're like, dang, I went through that before. Like, I'm better. You know what I'm saying?
You just said the gym. And number 7, it says, rooted and built up in him, strengthened in the faith that you were taught. And in order to strengthen something, you have to work at it. And working on that faith, strengthening your faith is something you have to do on a constant basis.
Yes, you do. All the time I try to build my faith. And I jump out the window. You know what I'm saying? All my companies, baby, how many companies do I got?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't even know. You see what I'm saying? But I jump out the window with something. Like, baby,
literally, no parachute, no nothing.
No,
just jump.
Nothing. I just go get it. And I'm like, we broke.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? But we broke in Jesus' name right now, though. You know what I'm saying? As long as my tithes and offers is paid, I'm always expecting because I'm on a Jesus road. I'm like, listen, I know the gas station. You're like, baby, we on E. It's a gas station be here. We get 2 gallons. We got 2 miles worth of gas. Don't worry. In a mile and a half, look at the gas station to the right. And that's how faithful God is. That's the road that I'm on. And that's why I'm always expecting. I go through my trials. I go through my tribulations. But my faith is so built to where I did this so many times. So I know right before I hit the ground, God got me again. For me to be able to do that, I hadn't done did it before, and I had
but
to
there's
go through
faith and there's works also. You have to do certain works.
You see what I do? I'm barely home. I fly, like you said, at all times. It's like I do everything that I got to do and put myself in position to receive my blessings because that's the road I'm on. I could please. You already know I could go worldly. I could be out here robbing people and doing all this other type of stuff. I could get easy bread like this. It's easy for me, but I'd rather be on this road to where I know everything that I got is not luck. It's not like, oh, Wax doing this thing. No. God is blessing me. You know what I'm saying? God get all the glory. And any platform, anything I do, I give God the glory because he is the head and the base in everything in my life. So
I'm currently rereading Sarah Jakes Roberts' Woman Evolve. Mm-hmm. And today I posted from my morning read a sentence that I kind of highlighted on it because now that it's crazy because I read this morning and we're not reading this. So it says strengthen your faith, right? And one of the things that she said here, we're talking about Eve and we always like, oh, Eve ate the apple if she didn't do this. She's trying to look at Eve in a different way. She said, we all have Eve as women. We all have Eve inside of us, right? But this one says, we spend a lot of time talking about external forces working against us, but I want to challenge you to consider that perhaps the greatest enemy lies between your ears. The questions that we ask ourselves, sometimes we stray away from our faith, and what we know that God is telling us, because there's I can't remember, I think it's Jeremiah 29:11, if I'm not mistaken, where he says, I know what I have for you. Like, I know your future. I know what I have planned for you. And he's saying he knows, right? And then we sit here and start looking outside, right? Outside of what God has told us. And we're like, well, maybe this. Or someone like the serpent will say something in your ear that makes you question, because what the serpent did to Eve is he posed a question that made her question her environment. It made her question everything God had even told her because she listened to that question. So he used her own mind against her. So they're like, oh, she did this terrible thing. But we all do that to ourselves. Sometimes we're in a situation when something happens and we start questioning, what if he is doing that? Oh my God, that one moment. So you're putting all these questions within yourself and you're your own biggest enemy. You're now upset about something with your partner, with your friends, with your family. And you're like, they must be thinking this is what they're doing. And you have not even taken the time to say, hey, Can I? If Eve would have just went straight to God and say, hey, so this is going on, can I really not ask the question? She probably would have never eaten it. But we're going to do it regardless because we are our own enemy. So if we take the time to say, my mind is working against me because of this world and the things that we are consuming, then maybe you can strengthen your faith if you stay away from that and know and be aware that our own minds can work against us.
Meditating his word day and night, and that's whatever you put in you is what's going to spill out of you. So stop eating the world, eat the word, and you receive the blessings. When you poop out and you spill out, it's going to come out the word because that's what you put in you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got something out of that. And
yes.
God be the glory.
Amen.
Yes.
I be messing it up. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Whatever She Says. Before we get out of here, just drops Tuesday. So tonight we have the live with Mandy B and the Elite Podcast Society. So if you are a podcaster, we're talking about batch content recording. So we're going to teach you how to batch record. I was telling Gina earlier that Mandy asks me all the time, why don't you batch record whatever she says? And I had a real answer. And that was, I enjoy sitting with you weekly because it's the only time that I can sit with you for an hour and a half and you aren't on your phone. Like we actually talk. We have conversation. Whether I know it's a podcast and we're doing this to put it out, but I enjoy being with you without a phone being around.
Beautiful face.
What?
You're on your phone way more than I am. We can't even watch a movie with you being on your phone.
That wasn't the point. I said I enjoy this.
Anything.
Okay, so perfect.
Then why would you say me?
Because I'm telling you, my feeling is I enjoy this because we are sitting here talking to each other with no distraction.
Without us being on our phone.
Okay, I'm
Don't
sorry.
say without wax.
Us
You're amazing.
being on our phone. Sure, if it makes you feel better.
I'm telling you. You got to.
Whatever. Anywho, we're not batch recording, but I'm going to teach you how to batch record. And I've batch recorded my previous podcast. I remember one time I had, I think, 11 episodes in the bank before I came to New York.
Batching is this, right?
What? Batch recording, like making a batch?
Oh,
so
I thought it was like batches, like, artistry like this and batching.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're not doing that. All right. Make sure you go to who'swax.com, order your gummies. They're $15 each, $100 a month for the membership.
I'm watching people
shipping.
get gummy, man. Listen,
orders are going out tonight. Remember to only take a quarter or half of a gummy. Do not overdo it like M-Easy. And if you want to get a discount, if you're buying single packets, use the code WSS, like whatever she says, WSS, get 10 or 15% off. I can't remember how much it is. But you get money off. And we'll be back next week. Yo. Goodbye. Wax.
What you talking about now?